Joe Biden back in Wisconsin today for the first time since dropping out of the presidential race and endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris.
The president just wrapping up his speech in the small town of Westby, which is about 30 minutes east of La Crosse, announcing a major clean energy investment for rural communities. We begin today with Your Voice, Your Vote coverage. Chief political reporter Jason Zimmerman joins us live from Westby. Jason.
Bill, I'm told it's the first time ever a sitting president has visited this tiny community of roughly 2,300 people. President Joe Biden taking the stage right behind me at the Vernon Electric Cooperative, finishing his address to supporters just minutes ago. Now, this visit comes with a huge announcement tied to the president's Investing in America agenda, which now includes $7.3 billion set aside for 16 different electric cooperatives in 23 states, including Wisconsin. The spending will also leverage another $29 billion from the private sector to produce electricity for rural communities. This includes hydro, solar, wind, and nuclear power. The president says the investment will provide a reduction of greenhouse gas emissions every year to the tune of 43.7 million tons.
We're spreading opportunities to benefit everyone, building a future where no one is left behind, growing an economy from the middle out and the bottom up, not the top down, because when you do that, everybody does well.
They're trying to rebuild the old blue wall in the Midwest, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan. They're desperate to put this together because they're going to lose Pennsylvania. They're going to lose some states they did not lose 4 years ago. So they've got to find the right states to win.
The president's trip to Wisconsin likely targeting rural voters ahead of the November election who tend to vote Republican. In fact, Donald Trump won this particular county in both 2016 and 2020. Reporting live in Vernon County in Westby, Jason Zimmerman, Action 2 News.